Nevis's Premier Mark Brantley is calling on all taxpayers and entities to get up to date and pay their share of taxes to ensure that the Nevis Island administration can deliver its commitments. In his recent NIA budget address, Premier Brantley said the emphasis in 2021 will be on economic recovery while delivering on critical social and health services and important infrastructure during a period affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. He called on taxpayers to be responsible citizens and to honor their obligations. The Premier said business entities that are not current on taxes will not be allowed to obtain NIA contracts and may also not have their business licenses renewed. Several cost-cutting measures for the NIA also were announced for the fiscal year 2021.
We therefore encourage all taxpayers to file and pay their taxes on time. All of us must be responsible citizens. Mr. President, times are difficult now and likely to get more difficult before they get better. As an initial short-term measure to align our expenditure with our projected revenues for the new fiscal year, my Cabinet has approved the implementation of the following expenditure reduction measures with effect from January 1st, 2021. 1. The temporary suspension of overseas travel for all public servants, including members of Cabinet, unless these travels are fully funded by third parties. 2. The reduction of the monthly travel allowance payable to all public servants, including members of Cabinet, by 50%. 3. The temporary suspension of the payment of increments to all civil servants. 4. The deferral of any requests for promotion of officers or upgrade of their salaries and wages. In addition, we will defer the employment of any new officers to the public service. Where officers have exited the service, we must first seek to reorganize duties among existing staff before employing replacement officers. These short-term, and I emphasize short-term measures, will have an immediate impact on our fixed monthly commitments, bringing them within reasonable limits as we await the economic recovery in our main sectors.
Presenting a $237.2 million budget for the upcoming fiscal year, Premier Brantley said $174.9 million was allocated for recurrent expenditure. The NIA is projecting $128.2 million in recurrent revenue, which will be augmented with Nevis' share of CBI revenues from the federal government. Total recurrent revenue is projected at $173.2 million for the upcoming 2021 fiscal period. An amount of $62.3 million was allocated to capital expenditure, representing a 10.2% reduction from fiscal year 2020. Glenn Barrett, SKN Newsline.